So they followed me home. Episode. Geez, I don't even remember honestly. I think we're in like 19, maybe 20. No, we're somewhere in there. As you can see, the shop is in disarray at the moment. At the very end of the last video, I showed you guys that I had a little bit of a delay. I'm not in front of the camera. So I had a little bit of a delay. You guys aren't aware, I live in New York, which is part of why I'm super excited about this axe. And we had a ton of snow this year, like a lot. We've been in this house, my family, my wife and I, and kids have been in the house, this house for 6 years now-ish. Memory serves me right. And this is by far the worst winter we've had yet. So we had a ton of snow on the garage roof, and we had some of those warm, cold days. So, you know, those freeze-thaw cycles, which built up a really big ice dam on the north side of the shop. South side facing roof, got enough sun that melted. That really wasn't too bad of an issue. But the north side, I hadn't realized, but it was bad. So I came home from work like 6:30 in the morning the one day. I work overnights. And walking in through the garage to come into the house, and there's just a stream of water coming down the center of the garage. I'm like, where is that coming from? So I look up. So the flag is completely soaked. The axe holders, the pegs, the metal pegs that I've got them hanging from, they're all just dripping water. So kind of frantically at about 6:30 in the morning, I pulled everything off the wall. Pulled the bench away from the wall so it wasn't dripping on it. Wiped everything up as best as I could, kind of immediately. Dragged the ladder out back from out back. Got up on the roof and had to chop away at the ice dam. So the melting water could actually flow off of the roof. And that worked. Everything dried up within a day, but it's left the shop in disarray. So I'll probably, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if I'll make a video of kind of going through and putting things back up, but in the meantime, I got some cool things into the shop that I wanted to show you. So it will be a messy, it followed me home. But first things first, this guy right here, super cool axe. This is from a buddy, Ryan, Lionhead Restorations. Big life if you've been around a little longer. So this is an axe that he had picked up a while back, and he knew that I had taken a fancy to it. So I had told him, if he's ever looking to get rid of it, let me know. And lo and behold, he let me know. So I got to score this guy. This is J.M. Warren, made in Troy, New York, which obviously, me being in upstate New York, Troy is not too far from me. And I think it is, I don't think it's a Connecticut pattern. I think it might be a wide Dayton. It's got a boy's axe eye. I know he had purchased this from someone else. I'll have to talk to Ryan. I don't know if he did this hang or if this came hung from someone else. Whoever did the hang did a nice job on it. Looks like it's probably a walnut wedge. A little hard to tell. But yeah, comfortable handle. Touch on the thick side, but not bad by any means. So yeah, super cool head. Super cool axe. And just judging by like I said, by the shape, I think it's a wide Dayton. If you guys think it's a Connecticut pattern, let me know. Let me know what you guys think. But that stamp is just super cool. I love it. This is actually my first large etched axe, I guess you'd say. Large stamped axe. So, very excited for it. One of the other reasons I think it's a wide Dayton is the pull. The pull here, a nice heavy pull, but the pull doesn't taper back as much as a lot of times Connecticut patterns do. Also, the toe sweeps up a bit more like a Dayton rather than kind of having a more gradual slope. I don't know. It's kind of one of those, I could be convinced either way. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's a wide Dayton, but it could be a Connecticut pattern. But, again, boy's axe size, so super cool. If you guys have followed me for any length of time, you guys know I really enjoy boy's axes. So, it's a really cool one to have in the collection. So there's that guy, and then let me put this in a better spot here. And then my son and I actually took him to his first flea market not that long ago, last week sometime. He had off from school, and he was itching to get out of the house. So was I. So we went to a local indoor flea market that we had never been to. He had never been to one in general, and I had never been to this one. So we went there and saw some stuff. He got some little toys that he was looking for. Found some old used Beyblades that he's been having fun with, and I found this guy. So it is let me bring it in here. It's a Connecticut pattern, and the only stamping that I can find on it says, I believe, Crown, C-R-O-W-N, or Crower, C-R-O-W-R, C-R-O-W-H. It's really hard to make out. With quick Google searching, I could not find any makers with that stamp. But I think this one's going to clean up really nice. It's on a 36-inch handle. The handle itself is not terrible, but it's straight, so it's usable for something else. But it definitely feels way too long for this head. It's got some stuff in the eye, as you'd expect. A little bit of damage at the top of the eye, but nothing that some filing won't fix. It looks like they exclusively used metal wedges instead of a wooden wedge in the center. So that should hopefully help it come out easier. A little bit of pull damage, but not terrible. I've seen a lot worse. I've seen a lot better too, but and this I think this is an older axe because there's a lot of taper in that pole there. So I think it's pretty cool. I don't see any other markings on it anywhere. We'll see if anything else kind of surfaces when I clean it up a little bit, but yeah. So excited to have another Connecticut pattern in the collection. I don't know if I'll hang on to it. I don't know if I'll trade it, sell it. Who knows? But kind of, it's always fun finding a Connecticut pattern or a nice axe at a local place, especially when it's a good reasonable price, which this was. So yeah. Beyond that, I got my work cut out ahead of me for getting everything back on the French cleat wall. So you can see there, everything's dried out, but you see some watermarks and staining. But yeah, like I said, I tried to take the pegs off, or the axe racks off. I was very fortunate that I had made a French cleat system that everything was on, because it made it very easy and very quick to kind of pull a bunch of stuff off the wall. A little utility knife holder, and my hammer rack, all that stuff. So yeah, so I got my work cut out of me for getting that all back together. One of the other things that I've been working on that I haven't recorded is the giveaway axe. I'll bring it down here. This is the giveaway axe. I've almost finished the sheath for it. So got this all stitched up. Let me grab the head. Sawdust everywhere. So I made another sheath using that Wicket and Craig English bridle leather. Burnished the edges. Got the solid brass stud closure. Did the stitching on it. This fits in there very nicely. I say it doesn't even fall off before you clasp it, but clasp in there. So the thing I have left to do on this sheath is, I want to trim the thread, but also just put the copper rivets in too. So I plan on doing, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 copper rivets. You know, 4 across the blade, and then 3 across the blade, and then another one on the bottom there. Kind of that stress point. So, yeah. That will be going on this head. We're doing a little bit more work on fitting up the handle for it. If you're not familiar, this is the axe I plan on, you know, giving away when I hit 1,000 subscribers, which we're really not far away from right now. It is a nice heavy Plumb jersey. I believe to be a Plumb. It's an old paper label. You can kind of see the remnants of exactly where that Plumb, you know, all-American paper label was. You can see a bunch of the original paint that's on there. The pole is, you know, really clean. Bit is very full. And that is going on a Whiskey River 30C. Is it 30C or 32? I need to measure. If I can find my tape measure. Any of this chaos. There we go. Well, it's 31 inches, so it's probably a 30C, is my guess. Maybe 32? Either way, it'll be roughly 30 inches when it's all done and hung. It's a nice handle. You know, the traditional Whiskey River end there. I'll probably thin it down a little bit. The dog's not happy the mailman's here. I don't know if you can hear him in the background. But, yeah, really nice grain orientation. No run out, which is nice. It's all sapwood, except with a touch. There's a little kiss of heartwood on the palm swell here. So it'll be pretty neat. I think it'll look good together. I think it'll be a nice package to send out to someone. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. We'll see if I record putting all this back together. I don't know. Kind of want to get back into projects, so. Take care, everyone.